So I'm back doing the held experiment, learning how to really be held by life, by God, by all things that are good. I know there's a lot of bad going on, you guys, but when we focus on that, you've heard this probably a million times on social media, when we focus on that which is fallen, and I call that part of the false matrix, when we engage in that, as challenging as it is to step back and look and say, oh my gosh, how can I not be caught up? But when we don't, just for a moment, and we focus on, okay, what does real rooting in my life look like? You know, the world tells us that rooting is keep a job, you know, go to something if you can't stand it, you know, just get a job and stick with that job. And then get a little side hustle going on. Doesn't matter if you have a family, just neglect them. Go get your side hustle on so that in order for you to go into your rooting. And what I mean by rooting is, think of the tree of life. Think of a tree in the natural. It's rooted, it's grounded. But it's a tree. It doesn't spend its time trying to uproot itself to go be another plant, to go be a bird, something different than it was created to be. So once we discover as an individual and as a collective what our rooting is, then we sing, we hum, we posture ourselves in that rooting. That's real rooting, not a job, not just some business that you wanted to do just because you think you're going to make money, right? How's that working out for you? For some people it does for a while, but then they get burned out. So the rooting, I'm really discovering a lot of this in my own life. Like what am I wired for? What do I enjoy doing? Who comes around me? Who do I draw in my life? Thus, why we're doing this Unbent Men's podcast. All my life, I've drawn and been an influence in other men's lives, for good or bad. And so when I look at it from a perspective, am I rooted in what I am set here to do, or do I even know what that means? Do I even have a clue of what it looks like? For some of you, that's okay, you don't know, because you've been so caught up in the false matrix of grind and hustle, and you're tired at the end of the day, and that's all you want to do is sleep. Leaves no energy for anything that's really important to you, right? Your family, those that you love, the things that you really want to root in. So I encourage you, as I'm experiencing being held on a day-by-day basis. This is not a year from now. This is not 3 months from now being held. Being held is physical, emotional, spiritual, and